Sanbonani. Good afternoon. I'm Sipho Mnyakeni, your coach. I did say I'm trying out to be a YouTuber. It is not as easy as I thought. In fact, I can acknowledge now that those who continue to churn out content must be celebrated. Sometimes you've got 4 viewers, 12 viewers, 30 viewers. Appreciate that, because those people took time to watch your content. Sometimes I feel like some content is quite irresponsible or irrelevant, but they're getting views. The issue is that if people are willing to listen to that, who am I? I might think I'm coming with a powerful concept, but if no one wants to hear it, it might as well be useless. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to share a couple of thoughts and then we'll get to the message of the day. We call this wisdom over a cup of coffee. You see, I don't have coffee. I've not yet gone out since the lockdown, so I will go out hopefully later today, and tomorrow I'll be having coffee in my hands. I hope you enjoyed the song that's coming. I'm going to give you a song that I did with my wife. Thank you for the love. The other video that we put up with the song called Fear Not got a lot of views, about 150 so far, and growing. Here's another one. I hope you will like it. If you like it, please show us the love. I hope to convince her that we do more. Enjoy this. I'll come back on the other side. Oh yes, we used to say ungalaleli voice laleli message. Look, a couple of thoughts before I go to the message of the day. Firstly, someone sent me a video of Melusi Kigaba in Parliament once saying we're going to be all right, and I think there's no time that's better than now to repeat those sentiments. We're going to be all right. We've got two options: either we are fearful or we are faithful. Fearful or faithful. I separate faith and full because I don't mean the faithful of being honest. I mean the faithful of being full of faith. In times like this, I see the nation is responding positively. There are, amaqaba of people who are not responding, who still question the need to keep the social distance, but I am happy that majority of our people are keeping it, and we will beat this thing. And this is the only way to beat it. They are now suggesting that they will be sending out testers or screeners all around. I think it's a move we ought to embrace, but being careful that we do not spread while trying to stop. The nation must remain vigilant. Charlatans are using this time for their own benefit to perpetuate wickedness. I think we need to be vigilant. We need to watch that Parliament doesn't introduce bills that we never questioned because we're busy with Corona. We need to check the racists of our country, that they are maybe not using this time to enlarge their spaces so that by the time we wake up, they've got more than they had while we are trying to redistribute. And I've got a question: why did the president announce the gifts of Rupert and Oppenheimer when they're not gifts, they're just loan schemes that will be run through their own organizations? It's a question worth. It doesn't mean because we're in crisis we should not raise questions. Be vigilant, raise questions. There are many conspiracy theories, but you can't just wish them away. You must listen to that theory, and if you think it is useless, demonstrate why it's useless. But you can't just throw it away. There are people who will be benefiting. There are questions that are asked which are honest. Questions like spaza shops are closed, but big shops are open. So the big business is making money in this crisis. Yet those people who cannot manage, who work for the day, I mean, what they sell today gives them food on the table. Pick and Pay can survive for 6 months, I'm sure, without selling. But they are the ones who are being given opportunities to sell. These are not, rebellious questions. These are questions that are saying, why are we doing this rather than that? And I'm happy that the government is sending out now food parcels to families that I cannot afford. I mean, I know that my income source is always audiences gathered. My income source is being called to schools, to organizations, to go and speak and run programs. That's how I make my living. Now, sitting at home for 21 days will hurt me, not little, but a lot. And I can imagine the mother who goes out to sell bananas so that they can get bread for meat for the day. How will she be struggling today? We need to ask those questions. And on that point, Ntsiki Mazwai, she deserves a right to say what she thinks. If you disagree, express why you disagree. Engage what she says rather than why she says what she says. And therefore, just want to talk to you about what I'm going to call an unnecessary attack on a certain sector. I think it's unnecessary, and I'm going to suggest what we need to do. I'm an inspirational speaker, I'm a life coach, I'm a motivational speaker. And that, Mr. President, is an essential service. I wish you would get it.
Preview.
Okay, I have to keep it shorter today because we are struggling with data. But in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 2, Paul utters these words: "If I am not an apostle unto others, doubtless to you I am, for you are the seal of my apostleship in the Lord." That phrase alone, without taking into context the reason why he had to say this. That phrase alone is what I want to share with you. Paul is saying there are others who don't recognize me as an apostle. And I don't see him trying to prove himself. No, not at all. He's not saying, those who don't believe me that I'm an apostle, let me show you that I'm an apostle. No, he says, to them I'm not, but to you I am, for you are the seal of my apostleship. He says, if anyone questions whether I'm an apostle or not, I just show them you, because you are the fruit of my labor. I remember the first time I encountered a motivational speaker was when I met Dr. Mlapo. Well, he's been speaking in various events in my township, in church, in the get-together organized by Pastor Matundra or Bishop Matundra. We enjoyed a great time in Guatemala those days when churches would come together and get a speaker to come. Dr. Mlapo would be one of those speakers, and he was always amazing. But one day, as a member of the SRC in Kwakwa, we attended a workshop in Pretoria, who now is called TUT. It used to be called Pretoria Technical. And the speaker was Dr. Mlap. I remember very well. I actually still have the tape of that meeting. You know, easy, pressure, competition, you know those things. He spoke there. I'm not over-exaggerating when I say my life transformed. Suddenly I saw a future I never imagined. I was just a little comrade who wanted, only thought about, let's take the land, let's chase white people away. But he brought sense and direction into my life through words that he spoke. At one time I was on one of my down moments. No income, no business, no nothing. I called Dr. John Tibane and he called me to his office and sat with me for 15 minutes. I left that office revived, revitalized. That's why I'm still standing today. My inbox is filled with stories of strangers who speak to me about the personal issues they are facing, the challenges, the decisions that they have to take, and I engage them on inbox or on WhatsApp. And they come back and they thank me for that service. I'm saying these things so that you can understand that what is called motivational speaking or life coaching or inspirational speaking is not just a random rant. You don't just call it quotations and speak and then we say you're a bad speaker. It is an art of finding a way to help people see into their situation and make sober decisions. It is not an easy thing. And of course, there are many motivational speakers, but I can tell you there are few motivators. Some people have thought this thing is just, being a good speaker, wearing a tie, and then starting quoting so and so, big English. No. It can be done in Sesotho, in Sizulu, in Setswana. It is an act of helping a person who is in a situation, help them to rise above it, look at it, and go back with new coping strategies. And so, like Paul, I want to use Paul's words in this time to say to the president, here's one essential service that you may have missed. Families are gathered together. People say some people have not been together for a long time. For the first time they will talk. They will need somebody to speak to. And of course, technology makes it possible for me to speak to someone over Zoom, over Skype, over WhatsApp video. But let us not undermine the work done by a lot of these people that sit down to craft words. One of the most amazing wordsmith I know is Dr. John Dimani. That man can put a situation in words, make you understand it, diagramize it, and help you to get out of it. That's what it's about. And so, don't undermine that. Those who are questioning the life coach, counseling, and motivational practitioners, I'm urging you to look at the work, at the results of the work that we've done. One might not be motivated to you, but there are hundreds whose lives have been changed by simple words. Words do make a difference. There's no need to debate. We just showcase. And to those who do come back and say thank you, you are doing a great job. You are making me realize that I'm not just uttering words, but I'm directing destinies. I'm shifting destinies. That's what I want to do. When the nation is in emotional turmoil, we need skilled words to inspire hope. And to those speakers, to those inspirators, some of them are going online regularly, some of them are in touch with their clients. I want you to continue. I've seen Brother Billy Silikane, I've seen him run a speaking course, a course on, I think it's on speaking, I don't remember what it's on, but it's a great course he's running but it is about speaking. I haven't had time to go through it. I've seen Brother Thomas Khadebe do some devotions. He says he's starting and I think he needs to continue. I've seen, who else? I know that Bishop Maponga is a regular face in our timelines. I've seen many. I might not finish them. I've seen many. I know Dr. Lichuti also does throw in very powerful nuggets. Don't just read and be excited. Read, stop, apply it in your life. Thank you very much. The lockdown continues. Like I told you, I won't be posting every day. I might be posting once a day, 1 in 2 days or in 3 days, depending on how much energy I have to put this thing together. I'm looking forward to the input by some of my friends that have requested. Once they send me their pieces, I will upload them. Enjoy the rest. Please do subscribe, like. I'm trying to get to 2,000. It's a long road to 2,000, to 1,000, to a long road to 1,000. If I can get 1,000 subscriptions, then I'll be able to go live directly from YouTube. I can go live now, but from another app that takes me through to YouTube. But I want to go do it directly through YouTube. So I'm trusting you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe in that lockdown. Do comment, do consult, do talk to me. Let's see how we get through this.